Ready for our next guest? I am. I think I am. I love to make new friends, and I hope this human is going to be a new friend. And we love that we're getting more comedians on the show. Everybody at home, let's welcome to What's Poppin'. This is Dayton D. Welcome, Dayton. Welcome, Dayton. Absolutely. May I offer you a Tootsie Roll?
Oh, absolutely.
There we go. I need to bring some of these to the band. I'll get you some Tootsie Rolls later, band. Thank you so much. What do you think of Violet Thrones up there?
Very ethereal.
Very ethereal. That's a great word.
All right. Thank
you. Okay, Dayton, welcome. It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
What's poppin'?
Let's see here. Democratic elected president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, is sitting in a New York prison. San Francisco teachers were on their first strike in 40 years. Woo! They won, and now the district is cutting the funding for their budget, so they're going to get fired.
Wow.
Those are three things that are popping.
That is definitely popping, absolutely.
Yes.
And you are a well-informed human, Dayton.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, look, as an artist, I sometimes feel like I could use government-funded social services. What do you think about that? Could you be a social worker?
I was a social worker.
You were a social
worker in the Tenderloin from 2016 to 2018. Rough gig, don't recommend it. And it was all privately funded. Like our biggest funders was the Catholic Church, the Archdiocese of San Francisco, and every time they came to the office to audit us, we'd have to take down the pride flags in the Tenderloin.
For real?
Yeah, it's like we don't want to risk them not giving us the money anymore. So I would prefer federal funding over that shit. Wow. Man, it was some bullshit, man.
Okay, holy smokes. That's
right?
not a joke, folks.
It's not a joke. That happened. That's my life.
Real.
It's a real thing. It's hilarious now, but at the time it was very troubling.
Yeah, I grew up Catholic, so
hey,
what are you gonna do about it?
I mean, you could have another Reformation. I don't know. It only led to like 30 million German peasants getting killed the last time. So this time it'll be easy. It'll be easy.
I like this. Interesting. You're very well informed. I love this.
Thank you.
I want to ask you a personal question, more personal about me. Can you guess my ethnicity?
You said you're Catholic, which narrows it down to Southern European, which isn't really white, which is Irish, which according to them, they're just niggers turned inside out. Their words, not mine.
You got the Irish part right.
Hey, all right. I'm always fucking right, man.
Yeah,
the
Irish do have a saying. They don't use the N-word, but yeah, they do have a saying.
They use the N-word.
Well.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It was tested on them first, and I respect them for that. They took the L before they all became cops.
Okay, can I make a guess?
Yes.
Okay, I'm guessing that you are part multi-dimensional being.
Oh,
am I right?
That's nice and PC. I love it. Thank you. He didn't want to say black. That was too easy for him.
But so I'm
it's
not
still
right?
February. It's okay. I am multi-dimensional. I'm multifaceted, multi-personalitied. Yeah, but I'm black and Native American, to be serious. My dad's black, my mom's a Native American, and I'm very poor because of it. Yes. Like my statistics, on the U.S. Census are terrible. Like life expectancy, terrible. Heart disease, terrible. Impact of law enforcement, terrible. But I have a good time and I can dance. It's fine. No male loneliness over here. It's fine.
Dayton, you're a wild man.
Thank you.
What can I say? I feel like you've led an interesting life. In fact, I did a little bit of research on you before you came on the show, and I learned that you lived in Palestine for a time.
Yes, the West Bank.
What was that like?
Pretty crazy, because this was July of 2023, so I got to see a lot of the initial military conflicts that led up to the present war that's still going on, right? So I got out just in fucking time, because at that time, a lot of militancy was happening in the West Bank. So the idea was that the war was going to happen in the West Bank, right? So internationally, everyone was surprised when the genocide ended up happening in Gaza. So at my time, my thinking was, I got to get out of here because there's 2,000 Israeli soldiers in this fucking city, and I look so fucking Arab right now. I got to get out. That was my experience. But it was a great time. Bitaki shway, Arabi. Very little. I was studying Arabic in the south of the West Bank, working for an NGO out there, so covering life out there, interviewing people in the Palestinian Authority, interviewing people in different NGOs, touring the countryside, and just, trying to take it all in and ducking, A lot of ducking I had to do. You know, they blew up an apartment building in the town I was staying at. It was crazy, crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Now, you do live a fascinating life, and I can also tell that, you take some difficult situations and some dark subjects, but try to find humor in them as well. Speaking of difficult situations, you must have dates lined up for months, right? Is the dating scene in the Bay Area easy for you?
Well, I'm a monogamous man so far, at the moment, my spouse, she's a part of Unite Here, the hospitality workers union, so she's presently in Tennessee, fighting for hospitality workers out there. But, I've gotten canceled so many times, monogamy is just like the safest way for me, like I'm 33 now, I have to slow the fuck down before I end up in prison again. So, guys, loyalty is always better, okay? It's just better, okay? Just slow down, man. Slow down, read a fucking book, shower, eat some pussy, you're gonna be fine, be obedient. Thank you.
Thank you for the laughs and also for your truth, too. You know what
And
I'm
I've
saying?
been divorced before, and I can't go back to the Hayward family court. I can't go back. They will kill me if I go back, man.
Hey, everybody, this is Dayton D. I am learning and laughing. I hope it's okay that I'm laughing at
That's
some
perfect. That's perfect. If it was deadpan, that would kill me, Because I feel like that's the thing with entertainment tends to arc toward oppression, right? Arcs toward power, right? So oftentimes artists, we feel the pressure to go along with the power structure, which is oh, that's interesting. It's all very vapid because no one wants to piss off the power structure, right? So we all pretend not to care about serious things, or when someone says some dumb Trumpy shit, we're like, ha, 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 ha. We just we try to go along because we don't want to lose an opportunity. But the reality is our world is absurd, it's incredibly unfair, and that should be changed, but it's also very fucking hilarious.
And we need people who are brave enough to make it funny as well, too, and also challenge us, too, because what you said is challenging in a good way. So how did you get your start in comedy?
Let's see here. Well, I initially sort of started doing open mics when I was an undergraduate, very briefly, coming up in my small college town. I went to UC Santa Cruz, and I graduated around 2015. But then after that, I fell in love, got married, got preoccupied with social work and all kinds of other activist-y things. And so after, I got divorced in 2021, 2022, I sort of started trying to, I had a lot of time, So I had to try to figure out how I was going to express myself. One was just, advancing my own different types of political work with this new perspective, but also I feel like this artistry is an important piece of this. Because there's such this idea about wokeism being a bad word. The right has been able to turn woke into a slur, and they're right, because so much of what passes for a progressive activism, it's not funny, it's not engaging, it just sets up a perfect punchline for the right. So much of I want to say the Kamala Harris campaign was a punchline for the right, but it became that way because of the power structure. The power structure can't distance itself from the genocide, so therefore you're all fucking clowns. You're all clowns. And so I feel advancing in art was we need to be able to present these in a way that's engaging, not just factually correct. Sure, it should be factually correct, but we ultimately have to find that piece that makes people pay attention aside from just this is really fucking important. It's no, it's actually engaging because we have a charisma, and we're making fun of things we can.
Yeah, and honestly, who wants to why do we want to be a drag? You know what I'm saying?
Fucking drag.
Yeah, let's be revolutionary and also maybe have some fun at it too. That's tough to say because some really shitty stuff does happen and you have to be serious.
But morale is such an important thing. In
absolutely.
any struggle, we need morale. And anyone who's unable to foster morale is actually unable to lead in dark times.
Yeah.
So we have to be able to foster the morale of people engaged in struggle. And I feel working people understand this more so than anybody. It's often this urban, middle class, metropolitan liberals that really don't understand this. Knowledge is a curse to them. But I think, knowledge for us is a means to actually enjoy ourselves, transform our lives. And like you said, have a good time, have fun. That's so important. If we can't have fun, we can't be effective. If we can't be effective, then we can't do anything.
Absolutely. We all care about what is happening here, but we also need a break from what's happening as well, too, and maybe a distraction every once in a while.
Exactly.
So you started at open mics when you were in college. stopped for some years, came back to it later. Did you start at square one when you came back to it? Or
Absolutely, square one.
Yeah,
Square one.
yeah.
Square fucking one, you
Yeah.
know? Because, you know, when you go up into college town, it's very easy to, like, make your friends laugh. You know, it's another thing to, like, get out there and be like, okay, I'm going to seriously write 5 minutes that's going to get the attention of a booker who's trying to make fucking money. You know? So it's just starting from square one of just, you know, bombing, just like absolutely bombing, of trying to find things out and develop your rhythm and writing and committing with it and developing and finding your lane and building your way.
Now, how did you change though too, right? I'm assuming the subject matter that when you were 19, 20 years old was different than what you're doing now. Because I do want to talk about it. You do try to use your humor for good, right?
Well, it's an interesting thing because like the first thing I found getting into comedy was, oh wow, this shit's very difficult for everybody. That was like, oh wow, this is very difficult for black people in particular. It's very difficult to do these things in entertainment because we have to deal with like the dominant perceptions of what art is. So, you know, no offense, but a lot of major comedy bookers and producers are white guys, right? Not just that, but they're white guys that have access to Hollywood stuff. So you have to convince them that your stuff matters and is important and that you're not, and somehow you have to assure them that just because you're not Dave Chappelle, you can still sell tickets. Because that's really what they think about. When they think of black comedy, they think of like stereotypes. So already, like if you don't fit that stereotype, it's like, sorry, I've got 5 of my buddies I'm going to put up instead of you. So it's like you're already pushed to have to make your own way. At the same time, as someone who is involved in like social justice, social work, my thing was I never wanted to live a double life. I don't want to have like, oh, I'm doing this stuff for this cause in the daytime, and at night I'm pretending like I don't actually care so I can tell dick jokes at night to people who like dick jokes. You know, the point is like I'm trying to have a robust life of social activism, advancing social progress, and I want to have this other life like be part of that in some way. I want to create a new comedy audience for people who think comedy's not for them. So it's like I sell tickets to people I work with during the day. That's the key thing.
Yeah, so would you say that what you're doing is subversive?
Absolutely. I would say it's absolutely, because, you know, I'm a part of this, I've founded this not-for-profit comedy production group called Laughs with Benefits.
Yes.
And the big thing is Laugh with Benefits is like we don't generate a profit, or any profit we generate, we give it away. One thing, it's easier for tax reasons. You don't have to worry about my taxes if I give away all the money, you know? But secondly, it's like an opportunity to actually direct these funds not into my own pocket, but towards social causes and educate people on those social causes as they also enjoy a night of raunchy, non-politically correct humor.
Absolutely.
You know, we can have them both.
Yeah. In fact, Laughs with Benefits has a cool show coming up really soon, don't you? In fact, this Friday,
Yes.
the 27th of February, it's Laughs with Benefits in conjunction with the Black Organizing Project.
Yes.
At Ramsey's Garden in
Art
Oakland.
Garden. Ramsey's Art Garden.
Ramsey's Art Garden.
Yes.
Tell us all about this show.
So it's in collaboration with the Black Organizing Project. Black Organizing Project is a community nonprofit organization based in Oakland, and their goal is toward building black community power. And so it's an all-black comedy showcase. All the comics are black. I have one Filipino going up because it's Oakland. You know, we got to have that Bay Area spirit. And I've been waiting to make this joke for weeks now. I'm so excited. My co-producer, Jonas, is going to hate it, but I'm so excited to make fun of him in front of a bunch of black people. It's going to be great. And so that's really the thing. It's like we're trying to have this, like, it's like, the theme of it is Black history, Black futures. And we're trying to, showcase all this good black talent and, like, get people to contribute to a positive social cause for the month.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell us who's going to be at the show? Who's
So
performing?
we've got Ryan Holloway, we got Rec Rude, we have Jamar Pitts and Thelonious Johnson. Some great comedians. Thelonious, she's coming down from Sacramento, and it's some really good comedians.
Yeah, I've not been to Ramsey's Art Garden. Have you done a show there before?
No, it's my first time. You know,
Okay.
the Don't Tell producers, Don't Tell Oakland, sometimes have shows over there.
Okay.
So I booked the venue because I thought I could get their attention, and then the producer immediately rejected me last week because he said my comedy wasn't good enough, and I'm still terrible about that. But I can still be in the same room that he sells tickets at, and I can sell them at a reduced price. Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers.
I like this, dude, because like we can commiserate, because I've been told so many times that my music isn't good enough for whatever, but I can't really be like, yo, fuck you, motherfuckers. I can't do that.
I can just make money for other people.
Well, it's inspiring. Yeah, look, everybody needs to go to the show. It's going to be hilarious. Dayton, you are hilarious.
Hey.
You've got the floor. Do you want to tell us a joke or two? Or I'll give you two options.
Yes.
You can tell us a couple of jokes, or you can roast the fuck out of me.
Roast the fuck out of you. We're having
Or you can do both. I mean, I don't know.
We're having such a great time. I'm not going to roast you. I'll do a little bit. You know, because like the big thing that I like to open with is just like talking about the biracial thing. Because I think what happens is when you go up on stage, people always try to judge you, right? And so my big thing is like, I'm a biracial comic, and that's why I look like if Mahatma Gandhi smoked weed, you know? I don't know, because like my dad's black, my mom's Native American, but for some reason, I look like a genie that only grants gay wishes. It's just like, what is it, Because like my whole life, I've had to like be a black man that white people don't find scary. I just have to walk around being Chinese all day. But, well, bourgeois, bourgeois. I took 3 semesters at community college to make that joke. I had to withdraw from Mandarin 2 times, But it's good. I did that bit in Silicon Valley, and they fucking loved it. All the Chinese people went fucking crazy. They're like, wow, your lips can make those sounds. It's like, whoa, hey, yo, cool out, And it's interesting because the big thing on my art is like just talking about that juxtaposition. Because I feel like I always live on the outlier of different things.
Sure.
One, like being between 2 different cultures. Like, I'm a bisexual guy. I'm a bi guy. But I'm also masculine presenting. That's awkward as well in San Francisco, a city run by, gay white men and gay Chinese men that love masculine black guys. They love it, man. And it's awkward. It's so awkward, man, because they also don't want to let you in anywhere for free. It's like, what the hell? This is bullshit, man.
Well, you're not willing to leverage that for your career?
No, absolutely not. No. Like, what the fuck? My mother picked fruit when she was 12. Like, I'm not trying to work hard, okay? Like, I was raised by people who busted their asses, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck all that, dog. Like, no.
Holy shit, Dayton. Everybody, this is Dayton D right here. Let's hear it for Dayton D. Oh my goodness, can you stick around? Because I want more laughs and I want more wisdom for you. Everybody, this is Dayton D. Everyone must follow Dayton D at Dayton D Comedy on Instagram. And also follow Laughs with Benefits at Laughs W Benefits on Instagram, and go to the show on the 27th. It's going to be fucking hilarious. And your comedy is good enough, Dayton.
Thank you.
Everybody stick around. We are going to take a quick 4-minute commercial break, and then we are coming back because it's time for Take a Shot, and everybody knows that this is when your pal Steve Wardmore gets inebriated live on the stream.